This crazy Pennsylvania weather has kept this team indoors for most of the preseason, but they're hoping to get back on track so they could win that state championship. One of the most unpredictable years for March Madness has finally come to an end after the North Carolina Tar Heels captured their 6th national championship in school history. UNC was clutch down the stretch and held Gonzaga star Premack Karnowski to one made field goal in the 71-65 title victory. So why would Hillary Clinton choose Scranton, Pennsylvania for her first appearance out of the woods? As it turns out, her parents grew up here, and she would come back to visit her grandparents, spend her summers at Lake Winola, and even watched her brother go to Penn State in her father's footsteps. She said that coming back to this small Pennsylvania town felt like coming home. As more and more is uncovered in the Greek community, like hazing allegations, sexual misconduct, and drug and alcohol abuse, will the walls that they've built up to protect their reputation collapse under pressure. Penn State men's lacrosse looks to stay undefeated as they face Ohio State at University Park this coming Sunday night. The Nittany Lions took down Cleveland State over the weekend by a score of 15-8. The Lions came out strong, scoring 3 unanswered goals in the first and didn't look back. The win gave the Nittany Lions their 6th straight win at home. Big Ten champions Penn State head to Pasadena this weekend to face off with USC at the Rose Bowl. We're here with James Franklin to talk about how the team's preparing for this big game. Woo! I'm Taylor Stetzar with sports. Penn State hockey is heading off to its first NCAA playoff tournament this week. The team captured the Big Ten championship over the weekend after a wild double overtime win on Sunday. It was Selection Day, and we were there. Surrounded by friends and fans, the team sat in Letterman Sports Bar on Sunday to see who they'd be taking on in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Coming off a double overtime win against Wisconsin, the team reflected on how special their season had been.
You never know when you're going to get an opportunity to win a Big Ten championship. And, for the freshmen, they're new at this, but for the older guys, we just told them, hey, this is not something that comes around, every game or once in a while.
The opportunity to claim another title is on the horizon as Penn State was selected to their first ever NCAA tournament. Head coach Guy Godowski couldn't be more grateful.
Thank you so much. This is just a wonderful university and the greatest place I know, so thank you very much.
Wings and pizzas, that's all everybody wants. Pokey sticks are kind of the only day of the year they are forgotten about is Super Bowl Sunday. It's all pizza and wings.
The big game strikes up some big appetites nationwide each year, and State College isn't any different.
We go through a whole chest freezer of them. I'm talking like 18 cases plus of wings. Literally, we got to be days in advance setting up for it.
Days and days of prep work seems to be the theme here. For the new kid downtown, Pizza Mia staff is attacking their first Super Bowl Sunday by anticipating the rush.
We'll do a lot of prep work as far as slicing, cutting. As far as anything else goes, no, we start from scratch on that morning.
Park says the key to a successful day is making sure you have enough inventory and effective marketing, something the Pizza Mia team accomplished. They sold over 1,000 pizzas at their Bellefonte location on Sunday. Tom Brady may have won the MVP award for the game, but State College customers suggest another fan favorite, wings.
Well, we triple our orders for the weeks from the vendors and just try to prep all the food ahead. It's very hard to keep up with otherwise. The only day that tops it for us is the blue-white game. That's our busiest day of the year.
These boneless wings are paired with homemade sauces, and 409 Wings scored big on Sunday. Thanks to hardworking delivery drivers, every fan can get their snack in the Super Bowl Sunday rush.
It can be a lot of fun and just really stressful depending on how many deliveries you got. Like on a busy night, I'll be taking anywhere from 8 to 9 deliveries out at a time, and so it gets pretty hectic.
With orders stacked as tall as defensive linemen, pizza, wings, and even more food were flying out of the oven and into homes all over State College. Whether your team won, lost, or didn't make it to the big game, you didn't go hungry on Sunday. Reporting in State College, I'm Taylor Stetzar for the Center County Report. That's the sound of thousands of protesters at the Women's March on Washington in D.C., including celebrities Alicia Keys, Madonna, and more. People from all walks of life attended, excited to have their voices heard. One of those attendees is no stranger to marches. She marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1963 and boasted that her sorority, Delta Sigma Theta, was an advocate for women's suffrage.
I figure if we could march in our infancy in 1913, I can certainly march today.
While some criticized the march as having too many platforms, Kathy Poole found that was a positive.
We all have different reasons why we're here, but it gives me hope back in American people. I came here, I was like crying because I had so many different emotions going on, but I think one of the biggest emotions was just seeing everybody coming together.
Nicole LaRue designed the official logo for the march and says her inspiration was a desire to give America a united voice. She wanted to give an accurate picture of what America really looks like.
I think we've messed things up, and it's not that hard to not have things so messy and not have people divided and not have people hating.
Not everyone here was in support of the movement. Protesters from churches all over the country came to spread their message at this highly publicized event. The D.C. march drew an estimated 500,000 people. The march grew so large it had a detour from its original route and flood into the streets of D.C. The D.C. Metro Police Department had its hands full answering calls from stranded motorists caught in the path of the march. There were concerns that the anti-Trump sentiment would result in violence, like protests not connected to the Women's March did the day before. First-time marcher Melissa Coing reflected on the controversy.
I am not supportive at all of the Trump administration, but I want to celebrate women's rights today. I don't want this to be a negative day. I want it to be a day of celebration and a day of unity.
The weekend was historic for many reasons. D.C. experienced 2 American traditions in 2 days: the peaceful transition of power, followed by a peaceful protest. Both events echoed worldwide and will surely be remembered for years to come. In Washington, D.C., I'm Taylor Stetzar for the Center County Report.